Anything
Yo,
goes.
welcome back.
Hello.
It's a Project Bond.
Welcome back.
With your host,
Yes, sir. Oscar, man.
Dev.
and Jeremy. What was I gonna say?
We wasn't gonna say nothing, man.
I was gonna say, yo,
You back
share this with your moms, your uncles, your cousins, your daughters, your kids. And
Goldfish.
you know what I'm saying? Follow the IG, follow all that. You know what I'm saying? Follow all that. But how we feeling?
Hey, man.
I'm feeling great, man. Feel good, bro. It's
Feeling good.
been a really an eventful few days for me,
Hey,
Yeah.
I've had an eventful few days too.
bro. Oh, well,
How was your eventful day?
Me?
Drop a little something.
Me trying to be more disciplined on my content, man. Me trying to really be
Content bag.
me really trying to get a hold of things, as in my daily habits. I'm trying to make habits a thing. You know what I started doing around the house? Not around the house, but some things.
Yeah, like what?
I like when labels are face forward.
So I'm trying to get on this organization shit.
I
see the crib getting a little bit more organized every time I come in
I
here.
feel like I love when things are faced. And I'm not saying because I work at as well, but it's like I love seeing things represented.
He works at
Nah, that'd be crazy.
I love seeing things represented, right? I love seeing things with their faces, and I love seeing with my eyes, with my own perceptions on product and inventory. But when it comes to perception, we judge it at multiple times of the day.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now,
now.
with that being in mind, let's boil the pot, and I'm going to take over. This is Oscar's episode.
Okay.
I'm gonna take over. I'm gonna let you guys be on this roller coaster with me as we talk about who you are, what makes you yourself. If it's not about you personally, what other people out there, why is it important to self-reflect? Why is it important to understand the learning curve? Like, why is it important to get a hold of yourself? Other stuff that we're gonna go into is some composure, how to
compose yourself.
Deal with your composure. Man. We're gonna get into the psychology.
Take us on this journey.
So as you drop your phone or your what is that, charging brick? Yeah. That's a big brick from Amazon.
Yeah.
That's tough. No, that's tough.
Yeah.
But anyways, who are you guys as individuals? Why? Okay.
That's a very loaded question.
No, it is a loaded question. I'm gonna go more.
Why?
I'm gonna go.
Who are you?
Who are we? No,
who are you as an individual, and why is it important for someone to understand who they are as well? So let me go. Let me.
We're bums.
So who I am, right? Without Oscar, without Oflex in the car, without Hot Yeti Racing, whatever, like.
Just plugged all this shit.
Without big O energy,
without the content,
without love _J,
without
Jay's heart photography. You feel me?
I feel like I am one to who this will really have you deep shit, bro.
Hey,
who am I? I am an individual that can. Damn, I don't want to say multiple things. I am an individual that brings not an excitement, but more of like
unpredictable.
an individual who performs in their presence.
What you mean?
As it not performs in their presence, but who is in the like. Damn, this shit will really have you deep because I'm not trying to think about like the degrees. I'm not trying to think about like what I studied and stuff like that. Like, who am I? Like, who?
Like, personally?
Yeah, personally. I am someone that likes to enlighten an environment with my presence.
Like to be a bright spot.
I like to be a bright spot, and that's in anything that I do, in business and in class and work. I just like to be the presence. You know, I know this also feed off of another episode that we did about me being the spotlight. You know,
That's a good episode.
But
I should tune in. What was that episode called?
Yeah, word.
I don't remember.
But this is not me saying like I am the funny person that stuff like that. I am someone that likes to enlighten a room with my presence. You know, I like to be heard with my voice in a room. You know,
I definitely get that energy from you.
Thank you, and that's who I am. You know, F the degree, F the whatever, the grades, whatever.
Right.
You know, that's just who I am.
Right.
Now, for you, Jeremy, who are you?
That's mad broad though. Like
No, like
That's a very heavy.
Who am I?
who? I mean, we're gonna go more specific, but this is just.
Listen, I'm the son of 2 immigrant parents. Like, what do you mean? Like
who are you? Like,
just a
describe
kid.
yourself.
Just a kid from Brooklyn.
I'm just.
Describe yourself without using like the easiest adjectives. Like, describe yourself. What makes Jeremy?
What makes Jeremy?
There we go. What makes Jeremy? What?
Jeremy is. Who is Jeremy? Jeremy is. I don't know. I feel like those around me could tell me better who I am than me.
Okay. Okay.
That's
They
a
don't
character
really-
trait amongst yourself.
No.
Mm.
No, Dev. Who are you?
Like that's so
I am-
broad.
No, it is. It is. Obviously, but it gets you thinking though.
I am a ball of random energy.
Floating on her. I'm like,
I am a ball of random energy that tends to calm down a lot. But then in spurts, you'll explode.
Bro said I am an atom bomb just waiting to be triggered. Who am I?
I'm a person of deep, reflective thought.
Yo,
I'm sorry. Go.
A person of deep, reflective thought that doesn't tend to rise to the surface a lot.
Okay.
I don't. That thoughts. The thoughts that I do have don't tend don't come to surface.
You're an overthinker. That's what that sounds like.
I'm not gonna say, yeah, you could draw that conclusion, but for me, it's just I'm more restrained with myself now.
So now going off just going off of all of that, like, what would your mirror self say about yourself? Like what's through the mirror? Like, what are you looking at? And again, this is general, but what what are your features? Like what makes you when you look yourself through the mirror?
Like physically, or are we talking about emotionally?
Emotion, whatever.
He said
How
all the above.
whichever street you want to ride on. Which emotionally, like for me, for example, I'll just go so y'all can. I'm not gonna
therapy.
It's getting really hectic in there, but so for me, I would say like I'm someone who wears glasses. You know, I wear glasses because I got really bad freaking eye vision.
Yeah.
You know, like I would want to hear what your features is and what makes the story of you through the mirror. So like for example, like me with my tooth, you know, I have a chipped tooth. Not a lot of people out there is gonna know about this.
I didn't know you had
You
a
know,
chipped
so like what I see
Devin,
myself through the mirror is I have a chipped tooth. The reason why I have a chipped tooth is because I fell over my bike and I scraped my whole forearm and I scraped my whole mouth.
Right.
Right? That's why I got a chipped tooth.
Tough.
What else? I got curly hair. I'm represented by my mom with her curly hair. And I take pride in my curly hair. So now me looking through the mirror, it's also the perception of others that get through that image. But before we get into that, how do you see yourself through a mirror? Like, what's the first, like, you're looking at yourself.
So the way I'm gonna take this is
Yeah, take it however you want to take it. I know it's broad in general, but literally take it. Hey yo.
I wanted to say it, but I was like, nah, let me chill.
The way I'm gonna go about this is, what's the first feature I see when I look in the mirror? Or what's the first thing I notice? For me, the first thing, it's weird, but the first thing I tend to notice is my nose.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing.
Like, it's something that I realized, because whenever I look at my sister and my mom, we all share a very similar nose.
Mm-hmm.
And then now with my nephew too, it was actually a really cool thing about that. When we first saw the sonogram pictures of my nephew, he had one where from the side you could see like the shape of his face. And I told my sister, I'm like, he's gonna have our nose. I could tell. And then he came out and he had our nose.
Right.
So I'm like, I don't know why that's always been a feature I just automatically catch myself looking at whenever I look into the mirror. It's just like, I don't know. I have for lack of better words, a cute nose. I don't know like else to describe it. Like, I'm describing it as if I saw my nose on somebody else, how would I think of it?
Okay, fair.
So that's how I feel like. Yeah.
I think the first thing I notice is my nose too, but it's because I have a birthmark on it.
Why do you have he said, why do you have a birthmark on it?
You never noticed it, but you looked at me mad hard.
Yeah, I never knew you had a birthmark on it.
Yeah, it's the first thing that always gets pointed out when I'm like talking to somebody. So I always notice it.
I think the second thing I always tend to look at is just the shape of my eyes. Like, I always just like to look. For some reason, I get caught staring into my own eyes a lot, especially like, when I'm brushing my teeth, like I'm looking into the mirror, obviously. Yeah. So it's like I always tend to just keep looking at like into my own eyes. Like, I don't know why I do that, but I always tend to look at my own reflection through my own eyes to see, like, I don't know, but it's just noticing the patterns in your own eyes, noticing the color and then like the shape of your eyes. I've always thought like I've had very pointy eyes for somebody that's not Asian.
You know,
so
you know it's pretty dope where the only time you really see yourself is through a reflection or mirror. So let's say like,
but it's not how you actual people perceive you.
So onto like perception, like
you should get like a flip mirror.
How would you think
picture.
people would perceive you as? You know, like let's say you've never met this person, this is a stranger. What's the first perception they would get off of you?
If they just saw me walking down the street, they would probably think I'm a very annoyed person. I walk around with a very grudge look on my face, or like 95% of the time.
I believe you.
Like, I walk around like I'm permanently thinking about like a problem that I had in the middle of the day.
Angry, bro.
It's not even that.
I feel like I'll be chilling. I feel like I walk down the street and people be saying hi to me. I be saying hi. You know what I'm saying?
You walk like, I'm not gonna lie. Whenever I see you, it's like just walking.
Yeah.
The couple times that I caught you,
yeah,
you just look spaced out.
I be blasting music.
Like, you just be like,
I be like in my own thing. Whatever happens, I be like, yo, what's good? I be doing my thing. Like,
what about you, huh?
I feel like someone would see me on a mission. I feel like I'm always like
zooming.
As you said it, you know, with the music, like,
that's true. Huh?
You know what I always feel like when I'm walking like alone somewhere since I was a kid? Like the intro of a movie. And the credits is coming up behind me and I'm listening to music. I'm like, this is the intro song of the movie. I don't know. Like, I've always had that.
I've always thought that.
Yeah, I've always thought that. And then I start like looking at through my, maybe because I got glasses too.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at the movie through my lens. I'm like, the POV changes now, and the frame's in the frame of the movie. I've always thought that.
I've always thought like that.
I've always thought that.
Now, do you think why do you think perception judges? Like, why do you think like we use perception to judge?
Like others?
Yeah.
I think that's just human nature, though. To automatically look at something and decide how you feel or what this thing is.
Is it more like emotionally, or is it more like
I think it's just more physically. Like you just look at something, you're like, what is that? Why does it do that? Or why does it look like that?
I mean, like, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Like, if you met 5 new people, do you automatically come with like judgment, or like come with a perceived conception of what you think they're gonna be like?
Yes, and now let me piggyback off that. It's almost like putting expectations with the perception.
See, I'm like a person that doesn't do that though.
And that's me.
Like you see 5 new people,
and that's kind of toxic of me.
I'm not like I try to live life without expectation when I meet people.
To me, it's not
because I hate one thing I hate about like Dev's like this, but I hate it, and you're like this a little bit too, but I hate it. I hate categorizing people and grouping people into like stereotypes and shit. It bothers me. That's why anytime there's an argument about it, I'm like, nah, because people are so different. I've like met people that look the same and act so different. So I hate the stereotypes and categorizations of people. It bothers me to the soul. And maybe because like I feel like people will perceive me a certain way and I might not be that way. So I hate that idea or that ideology. I feel like you should give everybody a fair chance to be assessed through your lens without that judgment or preconception of what they might be like.
I feel like,
and naturally, yes, people do it, but the less you think about it, the less it matters.
I feel like
people
for
surprise
me,
you.
It's not more so like I come with my own set of judgment.
Oh, no,
I
you
come with my.
judger.
Yeah.
You a judger, brother.
Really?
No. Hell yeah.
I feel like I come more so with a set of questions.
No, but I feel like you associate certain traits to certain groups of people, and you come with that preconception already.
To me, it's gonna sound bad, but
exactly.
to me, it's just a form of pattern recognition as a form of safety. I try not to believe in stereotypes. It gets very hard because 7 times out of 10, the stereotype ends up lining up.
I don't believe that though.
Different experiences.
That's
You may not have seen that, but
But is it you then perceiving and wanting to believe that? Because now you're reinforcing your belief through maybe a single moment.
Let me check it with the host. Is this going towards where you want to go to?
Bro, just shoot, bro.
He's just happy this is a conversation.
How my talks go is literally a conversation. Bitch.
No, because it's like
just shoot whatever you think is on your mind. This
isn't
really scripted.
Because this is like.
But again, this isn't going spiritual or religion. But this is just
But look, okay, let's bring it back down to earth, right? When someone meets you, Dev, the first time.
They ask me, oh, where is your family from?
Okay, sure.
And I tell them.
And that comes with already, now, this is how Dominicans and Puerto Ricans act. A, B, and C must be true about Devin. Automatic. I hate that. Because that's bullshit. Because for example, our families are both Dominican.
But we do things
so different.
We act very
so different. Everything that you tradition-wise as you might be along the same thing, but it's different. Like, my mom doesn't act like your mom. Beliefs is different. So certain things, the traditions is different. That's why I hate
so basically you're saying there shouldn't be no judgment when it comes with perception.
No. It's like people naturally do it, and that's a sad reality we live in.
I think it's
on a grander scale too, because like I can't control what 99% of the earth thinks, because people already have their.
For me, I think I think more often than not, it's because of the safety net.
I
understand
do that.
Yeah.
People, like, I know for me, if I'm in a place that I don't know, I'm going to go off the patterns that I remember. So, unfortunately, if it involves some type of stereotype, let me stop.
If I can judge you, I'm going to judge you, right?
Bro, if I'm walking late night in a dangerous-ass neighborhood and I see a nigga with a hoodie,
why you got to say that, though?
nigga don't have to be black person. I could just say
I didn't say anything. Whoa! I just said. Why I gotta be that? What did you interpret it as?
Nah.
Canceled, buddy. I got him. Nah.
But it's like if I see somebody walking around me with a hoodie, am I gonna say 9 times out of 10 that person has a higher chance to be dangerous?
No, because I walk around with a hoodie.
If I didn't know you and I saw you walking around with a hoodie late at night, yes.
I get it. No, I
would be scared. And there's probably people later. There's probably late at night when I'm walking by myself with my own hoodie on that people think I'm scary too. Cause they're like, the fuck? Mm-hmm. A guy in an all black hoodie just walking down in the middle of the night.
We do be wearing a lot of black.
Exactly. Yeah.
Y'all some black niggas too.
Alright. Come on, bro. Come on, man.
Now
I'm trying to get monetized one day. You know what I'm saying? That's why I try to not curse as much. Yeah, go ahead.
No, with all that being in mind, that was great. How you spoke about perception. Now, do we also?
Are you good?
Now with insecurities, how do we
switch lanes?
How can we? Yeah, I mean, how can we perceive insecurities?
What do you mean by that?
God, you're annoying, bro.
Do you have insecurities based on your perception?
Like when people look at you, that what
yes.
You mean?
Like what's something
I do. So for me, like I feel like I'm always self-conscious of what's on my face.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like I'm always like.
But y'all beautiful.
No, I feel like I get in my head a lot about like how I look, or like I don't know, because as younger, when I was younger, like I'm not gonna front, like I would like to pull up to school kind of drippy, you know, cool looking, but you know. When I didn't have it like that, you know, my insecurities came into play about how my perception was towards how others seen me through their perception. You know, and I feel like over time that grew in me when you know the way I look is one of my insecurities. You know?
No, everybody has a certain level of like. I think insecurity with how they look. I think growing up I didn't have it though. Like I feel like I was just like in high school. I never felt like insecure like that. I think afterwards, like gaining the weight, I started to think about it. Like damn, like I feel like I started to hate myself for it because I'm just like fuck, like how I let this happen to me, like. And then I started to think about that, like, cause like there's so much preconceptions that people come up when you see just a dude that's unfit, right?
Yeah.
Like you already come up with certain things, like he don't take care of himself, or so and so he's not fit. Like you know what I'm saying? There's so much. So I feel like that was a big one for me that I had to like own up and get over. Like yo, either way at this, and like learning to love yourself again.
Yeah.
So, and also like not like the people that know you will like not judge you off of that. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll realize your story versus how you appear.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think for me,
yeah, cause you chop. No, I'm playing. No.
It would. One that stood out a lot to me was me like standing, or it sounds weird, but presenting my body in a certain type of way. Like for example, whenever you guys see me like sit, whenever you guys saw me in my house and you see me sit like in a chair, you saw me sit instead of just like lounge backwards. You always see me like have my feet up, kind of like
crisscross or something.
Crisscross, doing something weird. Or it's like whenever I'm standing, I always like crisscross my legs or something like that. As a straight man, I feel like that doing that, I feel like people would judge me because they thought me standing like that would be
flamboyant traits.
Yeah, more flamboyant traits. So that's something I always kind of like. I'm like, I have to tell myself if I'm like standing or leaning like with my legs crisscrossed, I'm like, oh nope, shoulder width apart.
Yeah, you start to think. You still feel that way?
A little bit.
Or is it like Lester?
A little bit. But I just tend to just shake it off and be like, bro, I'm just standing here. Relax.
Yeah, it's you.
Yeah. That's one thing I've always...
Do you get insecure about not, like learning in general? Like, do you get insecure about, like, oh, like, I should gain more knowledge on this, so I should, like, do y'all feel like that?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Nah, I think when I was younger, maybe.
Why not?
Maybe not younger, but like maybe like I would say recently no, because like I'm not afraid to admit that I don't know something. Like I feel like younger me was probably like, nah, I know that, and then they'd be like, so then what's this? And I'll be like, oh shit. But and everybody has those moments. But now as an adult, as a grown ass man, frontal lobe all developed, I just be like, nah, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, and then I'll be like, you put me on. Put me on. Like, tell me that. Like, because not everything. It's impossible for me to know everything. Like, for example, all three of us, I'm sure, in a certain section of something, we know more about than both of you combined. You know what I'm saying? Like, Dev knows about certain things. Us combined would never match that. Yeah. I'm sure that you know shit that me and Dev combined would never match that. The same goes for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know about that, buddy. It's
this guy. But so I feel like it's an insecurity you can let go. Like, it's not, because not knowing stuff is okay. I think it makes more sense to say you don't know shit than just pretending not to, or to like, or you mean like learning actively and feeling insecure about that, because that's a whole nother thing too.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because that.
Dude.
Yeah, just get pen and paper, lock in. That is just, I guess that just comes with believing in yourself to be, to expand knowledge. You feel me?
I don't know. I feel like I'm still learning that.
Like,
I feel
which
like
version?
I'm still wait, what was the version that you said?
Like, I'm saying like that like pretend to know but not knowing and accepting like I'm not gonna know everything and it's okay to admit I don't know everything, or like versus like expanding knowledge and being like insecure about like
the steps you're
taking, or like my ability to actually intake stuff, to learn stuff.
I feel like both. Because I feel like with me, I feel like I get like stumped on my abilities to probably take myself serious. As in like big projects or like deadlines. I feel like I feel like I hold on to that and I think about it, and that's why I procrastinate.
I can see that.
And me trying to know everything.
That's so funny. I feel like my procrastination used to be like, I got time. I could probably do this in a day. Like that was my version of procrastination, which is funny. Because it's the opposite of like Oscars, where it's like, yo, can I do this? Can I do this? Can I do this? Can I do this? Mm-hmm. But mine was like, nah, I could do this. I'll do it in a day. You feel me? It's funny.
I think for me, probably my biggest insecurity with not knowing something is probably just not knowing, my own language. Like,
what do you mean?
Knowing Spanish.
Oh, no.
Is that insecurity for you, bro?
Yeah. It happened to me actually today, because this lady was asking. This lady was asking for directions, and she said, "Do you speak Spanish?" I was like, no.
Dang.
So it just hurts knowing that I can't, but you could definitely try, but it's just not knowing it from birth just hurts.
Nah, I understand.
But then actively like learning something, I get insecure whenever I fail. Like if I'm learning something and then I fall, like I stumble, and that's when I'm like, fuck, can I actually do this? That's what I'm like. I'm trying to remember the last time I did something. Shit, what? I think I was doing a project one time on a scooter that I had a while ago, like a battery replacement thing. And I was watching a video doing the whole thing, and then there was this part that just wouldn't work. And I'm just like, fuck, am I actually going to be able to finish this? And then me and my tendencies, I just went down the rabbit hole and kept snowballing from there. Eventually got done, but that's something I probably
I think like an insecurity would be like I have like now is like my ability to do, because you brought that up, like how like let's say a goal I have, I might be like insecure in the steps taken to that. Like, can I actually do that shit? Like, can I actually, I don't know, like get over myself to actually accomplish this, whatever it may be, like stuff like that maybe.
I think for me, I think my ego gets in the way.
In what way?
As in like, I feel like my ego tries to tell myself like, yo, like I know this, I know that, I know that, like, oh, I'm, but and then it puts me in a hole of like, I don't really know it, you know. I don't. He made it.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. Someone just made a half-court shot, probably for some money. But onto Dev, about like, yo, bro, I hate failing too, you know, and I feel like I'm still trying to find the learning curve of failing, and it's so hard, you know, knowing that you put your all into something, or knowing that you did your best. It's like, how can you categorize your failure? As in, like, would you categorize a failure as a win? Or would you categorize a failure as like you're not worth anything, or like you're not?
It really depends what the failure is. Like, what's the stakes of the failure? You know what I'm saying?
Like,
what do I lose when I fail? Because like,
what do you lose?
For example, like if, like, okay, like this, like the podcast, right? Let's use the podcast. Like, what does failing the podcast look like?
Not meeting deadlines.
Maybe not recording every week. Maybe not being consistency. The stake of losing that would be like, damn, like we could have did that, but like ultimately, it'd be a growth moment.
It could be.
It could be a growth moment or not. But like, let's say more personal, right? Like, okay, what's something I could say? Like, I'll use poetry because I've been talking about it a lot recently, right? Yeah. Like, let's say like I want to make a poetry album, right?
Oh shit.
Yeah. So that, like, I put a lot of time in effort. It would cost money. It would take a lot of time, a lot of creative willpower, a lot of me going out and doing things, right?
Yeah.
And marketing it and growing it, right? Like, let's say, like, my goal was to have, I don't know, let's just use a small number, 10 people fucking listen to it and enjoy it. And let's say I only got, like, 5. I think I wouldn't feel like failing. Like, that would feel like, damn, maybe I failed my goal, but I wouldn't feel like failure because I did everything I was supposed to. And now it's a learning moment. Like, I could use that as a stamp to do other things.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it depends the stakes. Like, failure just comes with stakes. Like, and if the stakes is ultimately not worth it, at least you tried everything you could to succeed. And you always could try again. Also, sometimes you fail. You're meant to fail because you're not meant to do that.
Yeah.
Like, you pivot.
I've learned that the hard way, that there's just certain things that you're just not supposed to do. Like, I don't know who dictates that.
God. Well, that's another conversation.
That's a whole other conversation, buddy. But there's just certain things you're not meant to do, and that's okay. There's certain lanes you're not supposed to be in. There's certain passion projects that you're not supposed to be a part of.
Right.
And that's okay. You're not supposed to be able to do everything, and I think that's what's cool about humanity. Because the parts that you do miss, you can connect with people to find out what you're missing.
True. And that goes back into Flex Service. But like, that's literally, you hit it on the nail. Like, because if everybody could sing like Michael Jackson, then it wouldn't be special.
Exactly.
Boom.
Now, with that being in mind, what the, like, how would you speak about how your learning curves are? Like, what's something that you really want to get good at? What's something that you see that there's a fine line, or not line, or curvature in your progress with something? Like, what's something that
I'll say, like, photography.
Okay.
Because it's like, it's a skill. expensive actually, but like,
is it?
As you progress into other things, like for example, the camera I have, right? It's like
I can see why.
It's like a portrait camera.
I think the hardware is expensive, not really.
Not learning the craft, no.
Yeah.
But the hardware, the like how do I get like, for example, like okay, I'll say like dumb it down. Like the camera I have it's a dope ass camera. I could do a lot with it.
Is it a Canon?
It is a Canon. But like it could only do so much, right? Like let's say I want to like up the throttle, you feel me? I want to go from going to 60 to going to 100, you feel me? Let's just say, right?
Like you want a wider aperture.
Let's just say, right? To do that, I have to go there. But like, I'll say like that's something that I feel like when I'm in rooms where I'm like, yo, these niggas is nice. Like they got it and they know way more than me. But I also find it exciting. But there's a part of me that's like, can I really do this shit? Like on this level? Cause and also people like who make a living off of it. And I'm like, damn, I'm trying to get like Yato. So I feel insecurity in that. Like sometimes when I'm around like certain people that like do something that I want to do at such a higher level than me. And I'm like, fuck. But also like learning curve. I mean, go back to that. Realizing that like also like let's say I'm used to photography is such an easy way to explain it. Like let's say I want something to look a certain way and it doesn't come out that way. Mm-hmm. Part of me is like, damn, like mad at myself because like why is it not looking the way I want it to?
Yeah.
And I think like I work through like mistakes. Like I work through trial and error. Like anything I learn, I try to do it a couple times and I try to not be down on myself about like certain things. Even going to the gym, right? Like I realize that that's a learning curve for me because I've never really been like a gym guy. I've always been like fit through basketball or like just life. So like learning like just through
routines.
Yeah, routines, how to actually lift, how to actually like be accountable in that. Feel me? Like actually count calories, let's say, for example. That's just all like learning curve, but like I don't know. I'm not a person that's like, fuck, I can't do it. I'm a person that's like, fuck, I failed. I'm gonna try again. Fuck, I failed. I tried again. Fuck, I failed. I tried again. Okay, maybe that's not working. Let's pivot. Like, try this whole new thing. And if that doesn't work, then we'll keep going. So for me, learning curves, and I think that should apply to everybody, to be honest.
I think for me, my learning curve is, I wouldn't say linear at all.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
For me, at the beginning, I always tend to explode. I think I learn faster than a decent amount of people. I would attribute that to being one of my few talents. That I can adapt to a space very quickly. I think it's the point that where I'm finally comfortable in that. How do I get better? And then that's when I start to stagnate. Cause like I'm like the most recent example, my job. It's a completely new thing that I've never done before, like delivery service and all that. I've never done it before. Within the first month, I was leading, you know, other drivers. So it's just like, or even for example with basketball, I feel like I picked it up way later than all y'all.
Yeah.
But I feel like I got to a point where I was still able to compete with you guys.
It's cause number one trainer in America.
Oh my God, bro.
I got him right. If we being honest, I got Dev right. To a certain point, I got him right.
If
we being completely honest,
I got him there with the physicality.
No.
Hell no! You gave me bloody noses.
No. I got him right.
I got him
right.
there with the physicality.
Iron stripers aren't, but I wasn't iron no more.
He has a layer package.
I was like soft steel at that point. You feel me?
Soft steel.
I wasn't stainless. You feel me at that point? But I was getting him to be iron.
He has
you
a
feel
layer
me?
package now, bro. Thankful.
He had a lot. Hey, I got him right. I'm just saying. At some point, I got him right, and then he lost it, and now you're washed.
Nah, but watch me. Watch.
Oh,
once we get back into it, I'm gonna get there faster than y'all.
This guy.
I promise you, I could whip back into shape faster than y'all, huh?
but I'm taking the necessary
Nah,
steps
how you
long before you even
got it.
started, my brother.
That's fine.
All I need to do is score 21.
Fucking long.
But
like, or I'm also back to
Learning curve.
like photography also, because I also took up photography when I was younger.
yeah.
My sister introduced it to me when I was like 8. Next thing you know, I ended up doing side gigs with my sister at like 9, 10. So, and then taking my own pictures for school and stuff at like 15, 16. Then doing my own personal gigs in the church at the time at like 17, 18.
Fire.
You know, I did a lot of my sister's wedding photos too. So things like that.
That came out really good. By the way.
So things like that. I can get into stuff very quickly, but then figuring out how to achieve that next level is just something that always I struggle with. Like I still haven't figured it out.
What is next level for you?
So learning the craft
Right.
and getting comfortable with it is no problem with me.
Right.
It's learning how to be creative with said craft. Learning how to achieve that next level. Like, let's say
I know how to draw a circle, but I don't know how to make it a sun. You like that? I just came up with that. That was nice, right?
No, but that's a good analogy, huh? I would say. Huh?
Like bridges is like you have a bridge, but like how you gonna create the cables? How you gonna infiltrate the cables? How you gonna hold up the?
So I say you have bricks, but you don't know how to lay them down. Right.
That's
Okay.
not a bad one.
That was good. Come up with one.
No,
Damn.
but I'm to piggyback on that, like that's also where I'm at, because it's like I have so much stuff.
I never noticed. Go ahead. Sorry, random.
I have so much. I can pick up something, achieve it, but it's like how can I be good at it? How can I keep on going? And now this is great because we're at all 3 different ages, right? For me, first of all, Jeremy Rodriguez just called me old. Anyways, this uncle can bust you in your ass, bro.
I don't know. You be having back problems,
That's when I don't be stressing, alright? Yeah, we gonna be live streaming our fucking games. Watch this, bro. We're gonna pull up to.
They gonna be like these.
And we're gonna put it on a fucking tripod.
They gonna be like, damn, I thought they was better than this.
If they see what I did to him and you, let me stop.
Hey man, I'm.
But anyways,
I'm in the laugh.
For me, what I'm learning is trying to keep my composure on. Well, composure. I'm learning on how to be consistent and how to be disciplined. You know, and with me, you know, even at your age, bro, I didn't even. Bro, honestly, I didn't know shit about it. You know, like I'm still learning. You know, and I have to let myself know that I'm still learning, and I hate that I still have to learn to get shit down, but. That's how I'm going to grow as a person. That's how someone's gonna grow as a person if they keep it up.
Yeah,
you know. So with me, it's like another thing is composure, bro. Honestly, I'll be letting shit get to me, bro. Like honestly, like I'm gonna keep it a stack with y'all. Like sometimes I'll be wanting to delete Rocket League. You know, it gets to a point where it's like I'm in this cycle. Alright, cool, like. Alright, what's gonna happen next? Alright, another L. Oh, I just missed a shot. Oh, you know, and it keeps on dwindling. Same thing in a basketball pickup game, you know?
Yeah.
Bro, honestly, when I keep missing, even the simplest layups I'll make in my sleep and I miss, and I've
seen both of you.
And I need to learn how to keep my composure. You know, I need to hold myself down and actually, you know, like, it's okay to fail. You know, it's okay to not understand something.
I also think losing composure looks different like with different people. Like for me and
Yeah.
you, we generally tend to more flame out. While Jay, when's the last time you lost your composure over something?
Always composed.
Oh my god!
Always composed. I'm like cold. No, I'm playing. No.
Shut up. I feel like you tend to get...
my loss of composure. Okay, not loss of composure. Me is different.
That's the point.
You're no I know. Relax. I think this is the difference between what it looks like for y'all versus what it looks like for me. I think for y'all it's I fail. Fuck, I'm mad because I'm not doing what I'm supposed to. For me it's I fail. It's either pivot, let me just try this whole new thing, or it's lack of motivation now. And I'm just like I don't give a fuck about it. And I move on.
That's what I was saying. I'm like, when you lose your composure, you tend to just like kind of like fuck it.
I'm like fuck it. Maybe it's cool. I don't care
anymore.
So it's like getting past plateau, right? Because maybe I'm like this point where I'm like I got as good as I can, and I'm just like fuck it, I don't care. Versus I'm very angry, and it's like breaking past that to be great at something. Yeah. It comes with a mixture of discipline and composure.
Now with the motivation part, it's when you're motivated to do something, right? When you're motivated to do something, how can you look at motivation in a way? Like how do you look at motivation? How do you see some? Okay, like for example, like the act of doing it. Okay, cool. The process of you doing it. Okay, cool. Is there a reward? Is there like something that you what's the passion of the motivation? You know what I'm trying to say? What's the passion? Like what's the love of being motivated? What's the end result of being motivated? Like what does that look for y'all? Or it should look for someone?
I don't know how to answer.
Okay, cool. So like me doing a project. I'm motivated to do a project because I want to get a good grade on it.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Like let's say if I'm motivated to do something, am I just going to look at the fails? Oh, I did it. Okay, cool. Like I was motivated, but like I'm not. Do you look at motivation as a learning tool or as a way to assess yourself?
I think like motivation. Someone recently told me this. They were like, you should use your goals. Wait, how do I break this down? Because I'm trying to remember how they told me. It was kind of like give yourself rewards after you complete tasks. So like in a grand scheme of things, like I want to go to Dominican Republic, right? I could honestly say fuck it, I could go right now. But let's say like achieve this goal and then do that. So I could use that as motivation, right? Disciplining myself through that.
Yeah.
But like also like internally, like I want to do like I'm gonna bring up the poetry album for example, right? I want to do that because I know internally it'll make me feel good. Yeah. Like it'll like I can assess that progress through that. Like I know that I'm gonna feel fulfilled and just like you talk about like feeling like you don't want to feel like a disappointment. You don't want to feel like like you don't want to feel like an anybody like after right when you're all said and done you want to feel great. Yeah. Right. I feel like same thing for me. Like I would hate if my life passed and I didn't feel that way. Yeah. That's a motivator for me. I use that. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to achieve a certain amount of things in my life to feel successful at the end of it. Mm-hmm. That's a motivator for me. But like, how do I measure it? It just comes and goes. Like I think
that's why motivation in of itself should not be the sole driver behind.
Yeah, that's why I say rewards. That's why I say like internal like happiness or peace. Like it's hard to like just be like, cause sometimes I ain't gonna lie, like I could turn myself up and be like, you gonna do this? Like I deadass do that. I'm not gonna lie. Like I be in the mirror like, you fucking got this. Like I'll be like, turn up. Like and I go to the gym. I do that. Like it gets me like mad and it gets me edge and ready to do what I gotta do. Pause. But like that in itself is not like something that I could grab every time. Like I can't go within me and just be like, you feel me? I'm a beast. I'm a monster. I could do this. You feel me? Like that doesn't always happen. So
there's some days it's just like
it's like I gotta do this because
you look in the mirror, you try to do it, you're like fuck.
like and but even through that, then it comes from somewhere else. Like you feel me? Sometimes you do stuff out of lack of motivation and just pure discipline. Like, sometimes you just like, I go to work because I fucking have to. Because I got to do A, B, and C. I'm not motivated to do this shit.
You got to go to work to keep a roof over your head.
Right, exactly. Like, I'm not motivated to do shit. Some days I'm like, yeah, let's go to work. Good day at work, you feel me? And I'm motivated to do so. And I might perform better there.
Yeah.
But, I don't know, like.
Some days you go wake up, wakey. Let's get this eggs and bakey on.
But like, I don't know. It's hard to measure motivation.
I don't know. I can't answer this right now because I'm in my own tough spot when it comes to the idea of motivation.
Can I say one more thing? Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
Also, I think you motivated by what's around you. I'm being completely honest. Like, we're gonna use us an example. And I'm sure those people listening could use like their friends as an example. Like, seeing you grind and do your shit and like want to be better for yourself, that shit motivates me. That's motivation. Like, I could take it externally from you, and now I'm like, oh shit, I feel. Come on, I'm passionate. I could feel motivated now because you're laughing. I could feel motivated. Like, oh, this nigga Oscar on this shit. Nah, I could do that too. I could do my way of it, whatever it may be. So, you know,
and I'll be forgetting that, you know, and I'll be forgetting those moments because I'll be so in my head a lot that I don't see what type of influence that I have on other people, you know, or what
this man's so ego driven. Yeah, but let me tell you this though. That's honest though, cause I know like when I certain people like I've like performed poetry and shit and stuff like that recently. And then seeing people reaction to it, or even doing photography, I'm like, yo, I'm low-key inspirational a little bit. Mm-hmm. That shit motivates me though, like to an extent. I'll be like, I'm dope as fuck at this shit, and nobody can tell me that because I know the reactions I give people or what I do. But I was talking externally. I'm also talking about from the standpoint of like, you can get it from people around you, but also that is a motivation as well. Sorry, you was about to say some shit though, Dad. I'm sorry, I'm cutting both of y'all off. I'm just passionate about it. But go ahead.
No, it's just...
You're dealing with your own version of what that looks like.
Lack of motivation. I don't know. I'm more so right now in a drought. I would say that, but I think certain ways that can help get your motivation back, or could be times of reflection. Thinking about what is it that you want to strive for.
Self-evaluation.
Self-evaluation, things like that. Things that you want to... things that you want to achieve. I know for me, like right now, some things that I used to hold on is the idea that by the end of this year, I'm going to be married at the end of this year. So that's something that's like, yeah, bro, lock in, huh? Because I'm really gonna be about that. On top of that, get an apartment. Like it's like, that's, bro. Yeah, wake up. Come on, now it's time to go. You know, to make those avenues more accessible, it's, you know, you gotta get another job. All right, bet. Let's go look for another job. Let's go make some more money. But yeah, using those different things to help at least like push motivation out of you, push the discipline into you. That's I say this, but then it's just like, how am I actually?
You're a person that gets it externally a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it's time to figure out why.
You require a lot of validation, bro. I keep telling people this. I
know, but look.
I require critique and validation.
And the beauty of it, the beauty of what I was saying earlier, is having those around you who can motivate you. You feel me? So, I challenge you, my friend, to be more open about it.
What do you mean?
Be more open about it. Talk about it more.
Be more open about what?
The lack of motivation. Yeah. Because I never actually heard you say that term itself. Like, you know what I'm saying? But you get challenged by those around you.
And to go off that, it's also knowing who you are. You know, also knowing what type of traits that you bring, also knowing what type of talents you bring, or for someone out there as well. You know, not also for you as well. Is knowing your traits, knowing who you are, knowing what type of risks you take in life, knowing what type of gambles you take in life, like knowing what the failures you have in your life that is the results of you throughout that day. If that makes sense. Did I word that differently? But anyways, the learning the failures is going to learn more about yourself. You know, and that's me right now. I have to learn about my failures to understand who I am about myself. Yeah. You know, like the shit about the ego. Like honestly, like I'm gonna keep it a stack. Before this podcast, I never really spoke about my ego or whatever. And actually doing this podcast I figured that I have a fucking ego. You know, like I have something that I gotta work on, you know, and that's my learning curve. Yeah. You know, so, you know, just telling yourself that you're or a reward system, you know, making sure when you do something, a project, making sure that you have that in your back of your head that like, yo, like, I am passionate about this because I'm using a trait that I'm using, a tool that I'm using, you know, or you know, an interest that I'm into. Right. That's why I'm making this sort of project. So yeah. Yeah. That was a good one to correlate everything, man. Knowing who you are as yourself, man.
You know, I just want to say I'm proud of y'all. You feel me? That's it.
Proud of you.
I'm proud of you, brother.
Why me?
Off pod. You feel me? I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. Yeah, man. This was a really, really good episode. Yeah, I got passion in it. You brought it out of me. You feel me? I didn't expect to, but yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope y'all take stuff from it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I love this pod.
Me too, man.
I love this pod for two reasons. The fact that like someone told me today that I wish like there was more spaces where like men could just talk about shit they going through. And I was like, that's crazy. Got a podcast. But I love that because like I feel like the conversations like this don't be happening. Yeah, where people just honest, especially men, young men.
Facts.
You know, just being honest and talking about stuff. So I really hope like it helps people out there. I hope that we can grow it. But any last words, y'all?
That's it, man.
Be unapologetically yourself.
Fuck that. Change if you have to. No.
Another one.
Adaptability is a skill, y'all.
Oh my god, I read this. It said
I was playing.
Stop saying sorry a lot and start using like okay, I understand. Okay,
yeah,
I know what I mean?
Someone told me that before.
Stop. For the listeners out there, don't stop saying sorry, and I have to stop doing that as well. To piggyback off that, I'm sorry. This is my last.
No, go ahead.
But someone I worked with, my last leader that I worked with, at my job, she was like, "Yo, why are you saying sorry a lot? Why are you?" And I was like, "Oh, I just, you know, I like it's almost like I wanted." Like I'm failing at this. Like I'm sorry that I'm you know doing this in front. And she's like, I do what you do best and carry it. You know and like I would always say that after I'm sorry. And she was like she would come here like don't say it. You know just keep on working. Keep on challenging yourself.
Everything is a learning curve.
Once you know yourself.
Mm-hmm. I love you know what's another part that I love about this pod. I love that. Not to make this shit about Oscar, because he's already got him shit. But I feel like this is the most Oscar has been challenged intellectually, spiritually, mentally about himself ever in his life.
100%.
I'm saying, and I like to take credit for that.
100%. Honestly,
but as part of you, I like that we could take credit for that. You feel me? Me and Devin. Because there ain't no way that people having these conversations with him.
it puts me in a challenge because sometimes I get stomped on words because I've never really had this conversation.
Never had
Yeah, I have my girlfriend, you know, but
I'm sure she does it too. You know what I'm saying?
It's more like, you know, I'm trying to figure out myself as well. This is helping me learn, you know,
There's
like
certain things that only men could just like talk to.
Plus, I'll take the care away. You know what
Cause,
I mean?
Because this is not like we're in a party chat and we're playing a game with her. Like, nah, this is.
You know, look me in my eyes.
This is alright, yo. Anyways, y'all, we're not gonna look in Devin's eyes. We're going nice next time. Your Jeremy is going to be on the episode. It is Jeremy's time to shine and see what he can do, and we can also get a glimpse. Jeremy, I hope for the listeners out there, we can get a glimpse of what the Knicks are looking like.
Tune in next time to Dragon Ball Z.
Let's go,
Jalen
baby.
Brunson.